VX220. Should be Mike Howlin alongside him. As I say, I don't think Mike is there. It's Lydden Hill. Well, the other round winners, the first round was won by Gary Simpson here at Croft, the BMW. Third round was won by Stuart Emery's Peugeot at Pembrey. And then the 2 rounds at Mondello Park won by Tony Lynch and Paige Bellaby. Round 6 was won by Gareth Wood down at Pembrey. So Dan Rook on the front of the grid alongside the outgoing champion, Stuart Emery. A lot of mechanical problems for him this year with the Peugeot. First meeting this year at Croft and ended after just 1 lap when he blew his engine, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the season, unfortunately. 5 cars out there then for Super National Heat number 2, because we are Heat 3B, I should say, because we are missing Todd Crooks. This is 3B for the Super Nationals. The time to beat, 3 minutes 20.263, set by Gareth Wood. Watch for Dan Rook off pole position. Stuart Emery hasn't moved. Now, was that a false start? Or was Emery just slow getting away? No, he was just slow off the line. I'm thinking it's Gary Simpson who has taken the lead in the BMW, outpacing Dan Rook's little Citroen for perhaps the first time today. So Simpson leads, Rook in second, David Ewan in the Fiesta is third. I think Stuart Emery just trying not to stall off the line there in his Peugeot, continuing his tough season, chasing after Tony Lynch in the BMW Mini. Gary Simpson, the Yorkshire Terrier, in his classic BMW, leads the way. Dan Rook on his tail. Tony Lynch goes sideways in the BMW Mini, run by Team Geriatric, it says on the entry list. He's having a go at Dave Ewan in the blue Fiesta. Here comes Dan Rook having a look. He's rubbing shoulders with the BMW there as they cross the line. But it's Simpson that's got the lead, only just ahead of Dan Rook. Now he pulls away. Rook lost momentum there. Here comes Stuart Emery round the outside of David Ewan in the dust there, up into 4th place. Ewan pushes back up the inside into Clervaux. Good defensive driving there from David Ewan in the Fiesta. First time we've seen him in NSA Super National this year. Through the chicane. Simpson, Rook, Lynch, and Rook onto the grass briefly there as they came out of the chicane, like my Stuart Emery. The Yorkshire Terrier leads, the Devonshire Demon in 2nd place. And there is the number 1 of Stuart Emery at the back. Simpson again sideways, that rear-wheel drive BMW out of the hairpin. It'll be very close between these 3 across the line. Look at the way Tony Lynch is going in the BMW Mini. He's trying to take Dan Rook for 2nd place. The lead is with Gary Simpson by less than a second ahead of Dan Rook. Rook sideways, coming out of Clervaux, and David Ewan goes across the gravel there, but somehow still holds forth ahead of Stuart Emery. The Fiesta continuing to frustrate the Peugeot driver. Into the chicane again. Simpson, Rook, Lynch, Ewan and Emery. They're all close, bunched up together. This one of the closest races we've had so far here at Croft today. Down to the hairpin for the 3rd time. Gary Simpson holding as tight a line as he can. He knows the BMW has a tendency to fishtail on the exit here as he gets the power down. And he stays ahead of Dan Rook again. Rook darts out from behind him. Oh no, you don't, says Gary Simpson. This is my local circuit and I intend to win on it. Terrific racing here, and look at Emery. He's got ahead of David Ewan now. He's going for Tony Lynch. He's going up into 3rd place, trying to go around the outside. Lynch back down the inside, off the curb into Clervaux. They bang wheels across the curb again. There goes a marker pole. Emery somehow got through. I don't know how he did that. Up into 3rd place. Goodness me. Stuart Emery through into 3rd place around the outside at Clervaux and Hawthorne. Still your leader is Gary Simpson. What can Dan Rook do? He's throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Gary Simpson here. What a terrific race. Down towards the hairpin they come for the last time. Is Gary Simpson going to hold on? Is he going to beat Gareth Wood's time? Round the hairpin they come. Still Lynch there in 3rd place. He almost loses it. And Emery spins around the hairpin. What else can happen in this race? Simpson wins it. I don't think his time is going to be quick enough. No, it's not, to top the field. Meantime, Stuart Emery spinning all over the place trying to cross the line. That just about sums up his season. He must have, I think he's got a flat tyre. That's what's caused him to spin there. Take a look at that. There's something wrong with the Peugeot, certainly, because Stuart Emery does not spin and wobble around like that too much. He's got the door open, trying to see the problem. I think he's got a flat tyre. Yeah, something wrong with the right rear of the Peugeot. See it's crabbing slightly there. So we'll confirm the results of that one in a moment. I can tell you Gareth Wood is quickest overall. We'll confirm the top 6. Gareth Wood the winner then by 1.6 seconds ahead of Paige Bellaby, a great second place. Gary Simpson takes 3rd overall, Dan Rook only 4th. Shows how hard they were battling there. They lost a bit of time to the other heat. Tony Lynch taking 5th, and David Ewan an excellent 6th overall in the Fiesta. Whoa, frantic stuff there then from the MSA Super Nationals, and now we're on to MSA Supercar Heat Championship contenders. And alongside them, number 33 of Paige Bellaby. On the second row, number 1, Stuart Emery in the Peugeot. Number 14, Tony Lynch in the BMW Mini. On the third row, David Ewan in his Fiesta, number 17. 52, Gary Simpson with the BMW. And number 2, Gary Dixon, who qualified for the A final as the only finisher in the B final. Everybody else, unfortunately, suffered mechanical problems earlier on. You'll notice behind them there, the Swift Sports are back out for a rerun of their final. Their race has been rerun from earlier on. Up to the grid then come the MSA Super Nationals. Dan Rook from Devon, Gareth Wood from Tyneside. One of those drivers is going to be the champion. What's happened to Gary Simpson? Look at his left front wheel, it's locked up briefly there. No, he got it. No, he hasn't got it sorted. There's something wrong with that left front wheel. I wonder if that's what took him out of one of his heats earlier on. Let's hope that problem clears itself when we get the race going. This will be a 6-lap race, just like all the other finals. But Dan Rook is aiming to win it. He knows as long as he stays ahead of Gareth Wood, he will be champion in his first full season of Rallycross. Here we go then. Another championship to be decided. Watch for the lights, here we go, and a cracking start as always by Paige Bellaby in the Lotus. She will try and take the lead, and Gareth Wood's got ahead of Dan Rook heading down into that first corner at Clervaux. Bellaby leads it. Look at Gary Simpson coming up on the outside. He's up into 3rd place in the BMW, runs wide over the curb. Rook muscles his way back through into 3rd. So Dan Rook in 3rd place, then behind Gareth Wood. As long as he stays there, Dan Rook will be champion. Don't forget they have to be separated by a certain number of places, with Gareth Wood winning the race. As long as Gareth Wood does not finish on the top step of the podium, Dan Rook knows that he will be champion. Paige Bellaby leads the way, looking for her 2nd A final win of the season. She won round 5 in Ireland. Gary Simpson's BMW under fire, and off goes Tony Lynch. He goes off at the hairpin in the BMW Mini, will rejoin in 8th place, just overshooting the hairpin there. The Wigan-based veteran. Paige Bellaby leads the way then in the Lotus, ahead of Gareth Wood in the Ford KA, half a second in it. Dan Rook further back by a second in 3rd place. Gary Simpson following that lightning start in the BMW is 4th. Dan Rook having a look, trying to get up onto the back of the Croxdale Subaru Ford KA, and Stuart Emery goes off. He's overshot the chicane, bounces over the grass, manages to recover it there, just braked a bit too late into the chicane. He's dropped behind David Ewan, who's having a good run in the Fiesta. Into the hairpin, Bellaby, Wood, Rook, Simpson. Top 3 line astern into lap 3. Paige Bellaby, can she hang on in front? She's had very little luck this year. Every time she gets to the front of a major race, she seems to be caught up in an incident. Can she hold off Gareth Wood and Dan Rook? She'll be hoping that those two are too busy fighting for the championship, and Rook trying to make a move into Clervaux. He's cut off there, well and truly, by Gareth Wood. But Gareth has to win. He has to catch Paige Bellaby to be assured of any chance of the title. Dan Rook is closing on him. Simpson 4th, Ewan 5th, Emery 6th, then Dixon and Lynch at the back. Paige Bellaby still leads. Down into the hairpin to complete the 3rd lap of this Super National A final. Gareth Wood has raced in Rallycross for some years, making a comeback to the championship this year. Dan Rook, by contrast, his first full season in the sport. Before this year, he'd only done 1 Rallycross meeting before. And he is right on the tail of Gareth Wood. He doesn't really need to attack the KA. If he finishes where he is, right behind him, he will win the championship. Here they come, through the chicane. Dan Rook doesn't care about that though. He wants to finish ahead of his championship rival. Still Paige Bellaby leads, that flying start from the outside of the front row. Croxdale Subaru competes, Energy Bites KA in second place. Dan Rook in third, then the Yorkshire Terrier team BMW in fourth of Gary Simpson. The UK battery sales Peugeot of Stuart Emery has got back ahead of David Ewing up into fifth position. Into the fifth lap we go. Bellaby leads by around 2 seconds from Gareth Wood. Up the inside, Dan Rook, has he got him this time? Oh, there was a bit of contact there, I think. Still on the attack. Dan Rook is driving like a man possessed in that AX, lifting a wheel as they come into the chicane as he thrusts and harries after Gareth Wood for that second place. Down the back straight, over the bumps. Coming up into the hairpin then, still Paige Bellaby with the lead, looking for her second round win of the year. Only one other driver has managed that, and that's Dan Rook, the championship leader. We are into the final lap of the race then. They're heading down towards Clervaux for the last time. Bellaby leads by a second ahead of Gareth Wood. Gap has closed a little. Again, Rook has a go at the KA. But if he finishes one place behind his rival, he will win the championship in his first season in Rallycross. Out of the chicane for the last time. Paige Bellaby, meanwhile, on her local circuit, is going to win the A final. Here comes the Citroën AX of Dan Rook. Is he going to do it? Here they come into the final hairpin. Bellaby hanging on in front. She's had so much bad luck this year. She is going to hang on to win the A final. Paige Bellaby has done it. Wood second, but Dan Rook is the champion. Dan Rook wins the MSA Super National Championship in third place. Gary Simpson goes off as he crosses the line for fourth place. David Ewing, an excellent fifth. Tony Lynch comes over in sixth. Then Gary Dixon in seventh. And Stuart Emery, a non-finisher, but there is Dan Rook. He has done it. He is MSA Super National Champion. This young man in his very first full season in the sport. And he gets a handshake from Gareth Wood. Gareth, the first man over to congratulate him. That's a great scene. So there is our new Super National Champion. Hard to believe that before this year he'd only done one Rallycross event. Well done, Dan Rook. Third place enough to secure him the championship at his first attempt.